Welcome to the Identity Abdicates the Throne message and meditation. In separation identity, it's been our habit to orient ourselves to this reality and to our sense of self through the pillars of time and space. It's time for a new way of orienting. Before we really talk about orienting yourself in a new way, in the reality, it's helpful to understand the role that identity plays in orientation on a daily basis. For most people, identity is the foundational touch point of how they function in the world. Identity is reliable, familiar, automatic. It is based in conditioning and pattern, and it defines itself through time and space. Because of this, it is a heavy player in the perpetuation of separation consciousness, or things as they have been in this reality. While it may be clear that identity is very limiting, this doesn't mean that we need to throw out our desire for orientation. That is a perfectly normal desire. One of the challenges, then, of consciousness evolution is to learn to discover a new way of orienting yourself within your experience, while at the same time letting go of identity orientation. If you would like to make a shift to connected awareness, instead of having identity sitting in the throne of your life as you walk through the world, you want to make a shift in your orientation that is more reflective of your true nature. One potential pathway into this experience involves understanding time and space in a new way. In separation consciousness, you understand time and space as pillars of this reality. They are viewed as absolute, objective factors that limit and support the structure of the reality. Because they are experienced as objective forces, they end up reinforcing the experience of separation. If you think about it, when you feel separated from someone or something that you want, it's almost always time and space, in one way or another, that reinforce the experience of separation. However, there are different ways to experience time and space. In fact, you may already know this. You may have already experienced this. Whenever you've had an experience where time seemed to fly by or drag on, you've had a glimpse into the subjective nature of time. When you've driven somewhere and not remembered the drive there, the movement through space, you've experienced this with space. Anyone who has experienced flow often describe time and space being warped and subjective. Time and space both are affected by your perceptions of them. These experiences suggest that time and space are not actual objective forces or structures at all, but instead are byproducts of how you experience yourself and reality itself. Instead of orienting yourself to identity, time, and space, a new way of orienting is to allow experience and information to flow through your awareness unencumbered. You shift your orientation so that experience and information are the objective forces in your existence. When you really allow for this, you start to realize that time and space are secondary, incidental descriptors of how you experience reality and your essential self. This is the orientation that occurs when your essential self is sitting on the throne of your life. If you sit with this realization and you put your focus on the timbre, the tone of the experience and information that is unraveling in your awareness, even as you hear these words, you start to get a sense of how time and space really are just descriptors, not forces in themselves. Once you have this awareness, it becomes much easier to sit in present moment awareness because you realize that the vital, most alive parts of your experience always will be what is happening now and now and now. There is a true joy in this realization. Time and space are no longer prisons. They are incidental to who and what you are and what you are experiencing. They also become malleable. They become background noise. This also helps to illuminate the futility of struggling with time or space. There's no need to project yourself into the future or into the past. In fact, it becomes nonsensical to do so. Anytime you try to project yourself into the past or into the future, you are missing the opportunity to experience your true self. You are continuing to operate in disconnection. The same thing occurs if you try to project yourself somewhere else in space. By trying to escape what's happening right now in your experience, you are disempowering yourself. Sitting in the experience and information that is unfolding now in your awareness and letting it flow over you is how you tap into your essential, eternal nature. Once you start to develop this awareness, you may catch yourself going back and orienting to identity. Anytime your mind projects itself into the future, you are abdicating the influence of your essential self in your life. When you're washing the dishes thinking you can't wait until you're sitting on the couch again, this is abdication. Anytime you catch yourself waiting for something better, for a better time, for a better place, you have once again ceded your influence. You are giving your attention to the incidentals in your experience, time and space. You've let these act as distractions and take center stage. When you learn to sit in the center and let experience wash over you, you are allowing identity to abdicate its throne in your life and orienting yourself to pure awareness based in your essential eternal nature instead. Identity is dependent on time and space as constructs. Essential nature is beyond them and, in fact, is a co-creator of them. This is how you get to know yourself and change your orientation in the reality. This is how you get to experience who and what you really are. Before we get started with this meditation, make sure you are in a space where you feel safe and in which you will be free from interruption. And now, close your eyes and attend to your breath. Settle into your breath as an experience. Notice the sensations of each part of the breath cycle. Experience air coming into your lungs, a pause at the top of the inhale, and then experience air being exhaled, and the pause at the end of the exhale. Enjoy this cycle for a moment. Notice that attending to your breath broadens your awareness, while at the same time focusing it on the internal experience of being you. Notice that when you really focus on this experience, time and space become incidental. Notice that as you sit with this experience, you have more of a sense of your eternal nature. This is where your awareness is going to sit for this meditation. If you wish, you can now turn your attention to your supports who exist in a higher, less dense state of consciousness beyond the veil. These are the supports that are always with you, whether you're aware of it or not. You may think of these as your guides, your angels, wise beings on the other side whose presence you feel reassured by, or loved ones who exist outside of space and time. Just bring them more fully into your awareness at this time. Ask them to support you in this practice. Sense their presence flowing more fully into your awareness and experience. Along with this, you may sense or feel a lightening of the space around you. Know that this is a field that is being established that will be maintained by your supports and the higher aspects of you throughout this meditation. And now, open your inner senses. As you feel these senses opening and coming more fully into your conscious awareness, you see yourself in your mind's eye, sitting in a place in nature that you love, that you feel safe and nourished by, that you enjoy. Allow the experience of this place to wash over you for a moment. As you sit enjoying this place, you notice in the near distance something interesting on the ground. You can't quite tell what it is, but it's emanating light from the ground up. Light in many different colors. This light has a presence that you can feel. It's inviting, it's warm. When you're ready, go ahead and move closer to investigate this light. As you get closer, you see that the light is emanating from the center of a labyrinth made of beautiful stones and crystals on the ground. You can feel that the light holds something clarifying and joyful about the nature of your existence and the existence of all things within it. You will be exposed to this information if you choose to go to the center of this labyrinth. When you're ready, go ahead and step into the labyrinth and follow its path. As you follow this path, you can sense things changing within you. You feel the frequencies of truth and clarity intensifying as you get closer to the light. Just allow the experience of these frequencies to wash over you as you make your way to the center of the labyrinth. You feel your awareness starting to lighten and float. As you move forward on the path, you feel little hooks of identity disengaging from your field. Each time a hook disengages, you feel lighter, less limited. You feel yourself being freed from the story of your past, the story of your future, from your patterns. You feel yourself being freed from the perception of time and space as objective forces. Your awareness expands more and more into the experience of the eternal you. As you arrive at the center of the labyrinth, you become aware that in this journey, you have acquired a different sense of yourself. Your awareness has been broadened and heightened and floats on the surface of experience and reality. You start to feel yourself orient to this new way of being, where you know yourself as a dynamic, eternal field within the bigger field of consciousness that underlies everything. A field that is grounded in truth and clarity. A field free of the story of history and future. A field of eternal experience and awareness. This is how you allow identity to abdicate its throne in your experience. You now have a sense of how to orient yourself to the true nature of who and what you are, a dynamic field that is always in flow, that is a part of the larger field of consciousness, as are all beings, all things. This is your new way of orienting. Just continue to enjoy this experience and float. Feel free to envision everyday circumstances. Envision yourself as being oriented in this way and navigating those circumstances successfully. Watch where you might be tempted to try to rely on identity as orientation, and see if instead you can orient yourself to the field, the true nature of who and what you are. When you feel as though it's time to return to material reality, take a deep breath and collect yourself within the center of the labyrinth. Know that you can have coherence without needing identity. Know that you'll still be able to respond to material reality, but the response will be spontaneous and will arise from the field that you are in a way that may surprise and delight you, instead of responding from rote patterns and conditioning that are associated with identity. Enjoy this new realization of experiencing yourself as a field in flow. And now, make your way slowly back out of the labyrinth. Know that you can return to the center of the labyrinth anytime you'd like. Know that it may take some awareness and integration to continue to orient to this new sense of who you are. When you're ready, ask that your supports in spirit linger with you for a bit even as you come out of this meditation. Ask that they allow you to practice integrating this new way of orienting yourself, as well as the new senses that develop and that are sharpened as a result of this new awareness. Offer a thank you to your supports. Take a deep breath. Wiggle fingers and toes. Rub your palms together and massage your face. Continue to allow this new sense of yourself as you slowly open your eyes. Thank you for participating in this message and meditation today.